Why do some people lead before they even understand politics? Why does a 25-year-old mayor command a room full of veterans, while others twice their age can't get a team to listen? It's not charisma. It's not luck. It's a hidden piece of neural engineering inside the human brain that rewards courage before competence. For centuries, leadership was believed to be about age, wisdom, or experience, something earned slowly through time. But neuroscience is revealing something uncomfortable. The human brain doesn't wait for proof before following someone. It looks for one signal, certainty. A flicker of composure, a steady tone, a gaze that doesn't flinch. And once that signal appears, everyone else's brain mirrors it. That's why, throughout history, the youngest leaders, from Alexander the Great to today's mayors, CEOs, and creators, rise not by hierarchy, but by biology. We think we choose our leaders logically. In reality, our brains choose them emotionally, in less than 200 milliseconds. When a confident person enters a room, their nervous system sets off a chain reaction in others. It begins with mirror neurons, special brain cells that copy the body language, rhythm, and micro movements of people around us. They evolved for empathy, but now they're the silent hardware of influence. Confidence, it turns out, is contagious, not metaphorically, but neurologically. When one person stands tall, the posture alone alters the breathing patterns of those nearby. Those breathing shifts adjust carbon dioxide balance, lowering cortisol, the stress hormone, across an entire group. So the group feels safer, and the brain is wired to follow whoever made it feel safe first. That's leadership at its most primal level, biology masquerading as charisma. Inside every confident decision is a chemical dance: dopamine, cortisol, and serotonin, all trading influence in milliseconds. Dopamine pushes risk-taking, cortisol suppresses it, and serotonin stabilizes the winner. When someone believes in their own direction, even before having proof, dopamine floods the prefrontal cortex. That burst overrides the amygdala's fear signals and triggers what's called approach behavior, movement toward uncertainty instead of away from it. That's what courage really is. Not the absence of fear, but the dominance of dopamine over doubt. And here's the twist. Others' brains detect this chemical confidence subconsciously through micro-timing. Speech patterns, blink rates, even pause lengths transmit hormonal stability. When you hear someone who truly believes what they're saying, your own dopamine levels begin to sync with theirs. It's a chemical alignment, leadership as resonance. Younger leaders, like the world's youngest mayors or startup founders, have an edge, not because they're fearless, but because their brains are more flexible. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, peaks in the 20s. That means they can reframe failure faster, adapt to risk quicker, and reset emotionally before older minds can process what went wrong. This speed is misinterpreted as recklessness, but in reality, it's biological efficiency. Older brains accumulate prediction patterns, mental shortcuts that favor caution. Young brains, meanwhile, reward novelty. So when a young leader faces pressure, their reward centers spike with curiosity, not anxiety. They're literally wired to see chaos as opportunity. That's not experience. That's dopamine diversity. In every crowd, one nervous system becomes dominant. Psychologists call it social entrainment, the synchronization of physiological states across a group. If a leader breathes shallowly, the group tenses. If they remain still and rhythmic, everyone's heartbeat subconsciously slows to match. You've felt this before, when someone calm walks into panic and suddenly the room steadies. They didn't calm people down with words. They transferred regulation through rhythm. That's why true leadership can't be fake for long. Posture, breath, and tone betray the truth. The human brain reads authenticity faster than speech and punishes fake calm with instant distrust. But when confidence is real, it spreads faster than rumor. That's how the youngest mayors, CEOs, and visionaries quietly take over rooms full of older, louder voices. Confidence, like muscle, is trained through repetition, and biology rewards practice with chemistry. Each time you face uncertainty and act anyway, dopamine spikes. That reinforces the neural pathway that says, risk equals reward. Over time, this becomes the confidence loop, action, reward, repetition, identity. You no longer try to be brave. You simply become someone who acts before fear finishes loading. That's why leadership isn't about strategy, it's about circuitry. And young leaders succeed because they haven't yet built the fear networks that stop older ones from acting. Leadership isn't age, title, or talent. It's nervous system dominance, the ability to remain regulated while everyone else reacts. That's the invisible hardware of influence. We don't follow people because they're right. We follow them because their calm tells our brain, we're safe following this person. You don't need power to lead. You need rhythm, composure, and practice. The rest, charisma, confidence, authority, are just the shadows your biology casts when your brain believes itself. So next time you see someone young leading an empire, remember, it's not luck or loudness. It's chemistry, precision, and the ancient rhythm of trust. In the next episode, we'll reveal another invisible mechanism: why robots can make humans cry, even when they feel nothing. Now you know how it really works.